Hello, 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 and welcome in. My name is dexxiondusk, your friendly neighborhood dragon. I am a tarot card reader. I play video games, and I love everything that is 90s, anime, or horror. Um, and today we are talking about the upcoming eclipse in Taurus. I keep getting it mixed up. It's a solar eclipse, but it's going to be a super new moon in the sign of Taurus, whose motto is I have. So Taurus likes to collect a lot of things, whether it be in the material, or the tangibles, so money, jewelry, furniture, I don't know. And then also in the intangibles, so like friendships and good experiences. They know that everything that they collect is going to become a part of them. Taurus is very stable and grounded. It's very dependable energy. But on its offside, okay, also very stubborn, also very stuck, not moving energy. So that's something just to be cautious of this week and of leading up to this Saturday, the 30th, when the actual eclipse is happening. Um, Stagnancy also is the word that just came to mind. So yeah, just be mindful of stagnancy. This energy could be triggering you, so you can kind of see where you've been stagnant. I know for myself, it has been. Full moon energy happens. You can feel it for about two weeks prior and then 2 weeks after. Versus normal full moons in new moons, you can feel them about 3 days before and 3 days after. Anyway, all of that being said, I'm going to pull some cards to see how we can best work with this energy. The first deck that came to mind is the first deck that wanted to come out is the Shaman's Dream Oracle. What which would make sense, okay, because I have Taurus in my 12th house. I'm having a lot of different shifts and changes um, in my spirituality, and it's really making a place for new growth. So, yeah, just look to see if you are someone that has a chart that follows astrology. Again, I am no one's I am not a expert. I know the basics. I just like to work with energy. So but yeah, you can look and see in your birth chart where Taurus is, where you can expect to see some new beginnings or put effort into having new beginnings for the long term, taking new steps, taking baby steps to something that's going to be a long standing benefit for you. All right. So yeah, with the shaman's dream, be mindful of your dreams. I know that I've been having some wild dreams here lately. Crazy. They've also have been Steven Universe inspired. I'm currently working through Steven Universe for the first time. I love it. Oh, I love it so much. I just started season 3. But yeah, all of my dreams have been very, very weird. So let's just see what is a message that the collective can use for the upcoming eclipse. How can we best work with this energy? Oh, they said stop shuffling. How can we best work with this energy of the eclipse in Taurus? Okay. Horseman, Herald of Change, all right, and then Galactic Mushroom, Divine Matrix. I really, really like this. The Horseman period of change is just what it talks about. Whenever it shows up, it means that we're going through a major shift, or there's like the shifting of the wheel of fortune almost. It's acknowledging that you might be in one space in life right now, but there is going to be a time that really puts you into um another like opportunity, or another like here soon you might be living a life that looks completely different than where it was about three weeks prior, 3 months prior, 3 years prior. um and I'm just pointing out the three because you have three, and then 24, which breaks down to a six. So galactic mushroom is the idea that everything is connected to something greater, right? So, like when you think of a mushroom, you just see the top of it, but underneath it has this whole network that is not only deeply connected to the earth, but it has different life connected to the network and different things that use it. So it's saying that like we are much deeper than we realize, but also our actions, but the way that we move through life, we have a deep impact on everything around us. And I feel like, oh, that's just really big energy coming out, but it is eclipse energy, and that is heightened energy. So it makes sense. Um, but what I'm getting, I feel like there's just going to be a really big change, like a clearing out almost, that facilitates this idea of like, oh, it's not just me. It's like everyone, like we're all connected in this. So there might be like a major shift just like on the global scale, like a major change that really solidifies like this idea that there's more going on to life than just the surface, than just what we see. That things are connected. Experience life as it comes, drifter, but in reverse. 14 break it down to a 5. Yeah, that's another change, shift. 5 can also be chaos. So with drifter in reverse, it feels like there's some of us that don't want to acknowledge this shift. We don't want to go to new places. We don't want things to change. We want to stay where we're at. And that's that stagnancy. That's that complacency I was feeling beforehand that I was talking about. And look, it's okay. Like it's perfectly okay to stay where we're comfortable. All primary colors, like red, green, and blue. I know it's usually yellow, but I feel like green is a like anyway. Um, I feel like it's okay to want to feel comfortable. It's okay to want to feel grounded. But I feel like this is teaching us that like that sense of groundedness and safety has to come from us. I was watching someone had that like message here recently. I forgot who it was. If I remember, I'm going to link their video below. But they're like it's like the idea of like even through change, even through major shifts, uh, we can still be connected to it. Like we can still be like connected and grounded. And it's okay to experience life in the different curveballs and shifts that we go through. It's perfectly fine. That's just a part of life. And the more that we understand, um, you know, kind of our place in life, the easier that it'll be to really go through these things. Okay, so underneath we have Feast of Plenty, choices in their consequences. Um, Feast of Plenty feels like Seven of Cups to me. Um, because when it's in reverse, it can talk about not wanting to make a choice because we don't want to deal with the consequences. But when it's upright, it's saying like, hey, you have a lot of like different options in front of you. Just make sure that you're it's something that you're going to be committed to because it's going to have certain consequences that come along with it, be it good or bad, being unforeseen commitments, all of the which. You have a 20 and a 30, so both multiples of 10, so definitely big chapters, chapters and changes happening. I want to get Lemuria. Like, where does it come out, girl? Let me get the True Heart. This one has been wanting to come out a lot. It is my grounding deck. It is my balance deck. I also didn't point out the stones, but let me take this opportunity real fast. So these are the stones that I'm using to work with the energies right now. Malachite, which does a lot. It is a beautiful stone. It is a healer, protector, all of that, but it really works with the heart chakra, opening it up. Any kind of green stone would work really well with Taurus since it is a earth sign. I have adventuring to really capitalize on the new moon energy, opening up new opportunities, and moss agate just because I feel like it is a very just earthy stone. It just is earth to me. On the other side, I have rose quartz. Like when I was looking at what stones are really good with Taurus, rose quartz was almost on like everyone's list. So, and it makes sense because again, Taurus focuses on absorbing other things, it making it part of itself. So why not absorb love, self confidence, self love, all of that, and make that part of who you are and part of what you exude. So I love that. And then yellow obsidian for confidence, for grounding, and also for just fostering a positive environment. So yeah, those are the stones I'm using. There are a lot of other stones. I saw. I think I saw red tiger's eye. Any stone connected to the root chakra like would be great. I think also the third eye, since that rules your like psychic senses. Anyway, moving forward. Can I have some additional messages on the upcoming eclipse? Can I have the upcoming? Oop, okay. Oh, okay. Well. Ooh. Yeah, another three. Three of Swords. We could be moving on. A lot of us. Oh shit! A lot of cards came out. Three of Swords. The Lovers. Okay. Prince of Wands. I really like that. Judgment in reverse. I'm not liking that. And then Two of Wands in reverse. I'm not liking how this is ending. So, okay. Okay. At the beginning. mm, mm. So Three of Swords, I'm like is heartache. It is pain. Usually it does come from like hurtful words, things that people have said to us that we carry in our hearts. This could be highlighted through our relationships with the lovers here. I just want to caution, okay? I feel like there's going to be a group of us that want to start a relationship, that meet someone. Like if you're single and dating right now, okay? Like this is specifically for my single people. If you are single and you know that you have baggage, if you know that you have certain hurts or things that you are carrying in your heart, this would be a good week to work on that before you jump into a relationship. Because while that's lovely, the lovers being upright, right next to it is the Prince of Wands and the Judgment card in reverse. Now, again, the Prince of Wands is upright, but the Prince of Wands is known for just doing shit and spending a lot of energy where they could have put that in, like, they could have had a better use for that. It could have been optimized in a different way. And with Judgment in reverse, that's saying that, like, you're either not listening to your guides, you're not putting in effort or making a change based on what they're like, based on the information that they're giving you. Judgment is also like the ancestors. So if your ancestors have been telling you to do something for a while and you have not, this would also be a good week to go ahead and do that. Eclipse energy is, like I said earlier, is very heightened. So they can go ahead and move things around like divine intervention. Is how I'm just going to say that. So again, if you are someone who has a lot of hurt in their heart and you want to be in a relationship, or you want to take a relationship to a deeper level even, make sure that you do that healing on yourself, therapy, like meditation, spiritual practices, however you want to do it. Just make sure that you put in that work before you go and start something new. Just on a general sense, for everyone, again, addressing any kind of pains in the heart space. I think that's why I have malachite and, again, all of the in rose quartz, malachite and rose quartz out here, because they do wonders on the heart chakra. So if you're carrying any kind of pain there, those two, like, specifically are going to help you move on from that. Adventuring as well. Yeah, really balancing out like your own chakras, um, getting back into your own desires, like the things that really propel you forward, like the things that you are very passionate about, tapping into that passion. Uh, it's going to be a good time for that this weekend, Saturday. Judgment here in reverse. Again, don't let that passion blind you to what your guides are trying to tell you. Don't let that passion misdirect any kind of positive change that you're trying to make in your life. Don't get carried away. All right. I feel like there are still a lot of information, messages that the universe is trying to give us at this time. So just be open to that, okay, and making the necessary changes. Again, yeah, there's Judgment and like the Drifter card, both of those being on top of each other. It's like that same energy. It's that resistance to change. Be open to change. And I feel like that might come from the Two of Wands here. It might come from a sense of not having full confidence in your own knowledge, in your own like decision making, having faith in like you will make the right decision. But whenever the Two of Wands, almost at the Two of Swords, whenever the Two of Wands comes up, I always remind people that you have everything within you to make the proper choices, to make the proper decisions in your own life. Really knowing yourself, having a better understanding of yourself will help you make decisions outwardly, and that will actually hope open you up to changes, to experiencing new things, because you'll have more confidence in yourself to handle those appropriately. That was very long-winded, so I appreciate y'all. I appreciate. Ooh, yeah, the Hierophant. So now is a great time to find a mentor that could be leading to that divine matrix too. You might have someone actually teaching you that, hey, there's more to life than this, or when this thing is happening in your life, it actually means this. So you might actually meet a mentor. You might have a new guide come in with new knowledge and wisdom. I feel like that is actually true for some of you. There is a lot of ringing and clearing in my head just right there. um, and what was the other thing? Oh, just really, really big life lessons. Really, really, really big life lessons. Things that will definitely stick with you for a while. Now, I want to pull just some advice for everyone. And I just got this deck. I usually don't use it for a while because I want to bond with it. But this deck, the Woodland Warriors by Jessica Rowe, um, oh my gosh, it is a wonderful deck. And it wants to work with everyone. So I'm just going to ask for some additional advice. Okay. You have the Rooster in reverse. The Rooster and Sunflower, communication, but in reverse. If you're having a hard time communicating in your relationships, especially around past pains or trauma, or even change, do what you can. I know that, some things are very difficult to talk about, and if we're not ready for it, don't push yourself. um the eclipse energy is wonderful for starting new things, but if we're not ready for those new things, it's just a time to really do work on ourselves, so that we can better appreciate opportunities when they present themselves. And that goes for communication as well. If there are certain conversations that need to happen, um, make sure that you are healing yourself. Make sure that you are doing that proper work. Again, if you need to go to therapy, please go to therapy. I just contacted my old therapist because I'm like, hey sis, we got a couple things to talk about. Um, and it's wonderful to get to know yourself so that you can effectively communicate your needs to other people. You can communicate how something hurt you because you have a better understanding of like what actually happened, and also yourself. A lot of healing this upcoming eclipse. Okay. So two fell over. Well, one fell, and then, yeah. Anywho, so the Martin and Foxglove mischief. And that's what I was talking about with like with the Prince of Wands. Like, it's energy that can get easily carried away. So if you are in the in the in this mischievous energy, and you want to go out and like have fun and like try your luck and like push the boundaries, do that, have fun with that. Just know that that could have amplified effects, or it can have unforeseen effects on things that you weren't aware of, especially with that coming out under like over the divine mushroom. Hmm. I'm just seeing if there's anything else. Yeah, just have fun, go out. It almost kind of feels like Dionysus, or slash like the devil card, like walk on the wild side, have fun, but just don't get crazy. And then the last one, the quail and the gooseberry, anticipation. Anticipation. Yeah, some of you can feel when things are going to shift. Some of you can feel, or when certain things are going to happen. You can kind of anticipate them like beforehand. Um, and again, that's where that like resistance comes from. Some of you could be very intuitive, but you're blocking some of your powers because of your resistance to change. Which, listen, hi, welcome to the club. I was very resistant to change for a very long time, and I blocked my powers because of it. Part of it, also because of the environment I was in. But you know what? That's neither here nor there. Anyway, back to the reading. With anticipation, again, there is a certain change. There is a shift on the horizon, or it could like already be happening because they're both in reverse. Um, just work on your own self confidence, work on your own grounding, and like knowing yourself, so that again you are fully prepared for when these new chapters happen in your life, so that you can fully appreciate um, the shifts, because shift and change is just a natural part of life. It is the quote unquote divine feminine, the mother energy, and that is something that we're all born from. I was just talking to a friend of mine about this over the weekend. So it's nothing to be afraid of. And I know that certain changes and certain major shifts in life can be very traumatic, and very scary to go through. But I feel like if we work with this properly, it's going to bring, again, a lot of opportunities, a lot of healing, and a lot of understanding about not only ourselves, but the world and life itself. All right. So, thank you guys for hanging out. This is my first one of these. I might do this more often, because I really enjoyed it. If you also enjoyed it, make sure that you subscribe to my channel for more, and like and comment below. Did you like what I said? Did it resonate? Did you think something differently? Comment. Let me know below. Um, and you can also check on my profile, in the description box for my socials and all of that, and for the decks that I used. All right, before I mess up anything else, goodbye. Have a wonderful eclipse, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye.